Welcome to Be a Topper. We can start the discussion of the previous biology questions asked during NEET 2020. Question: how many true breeding pea plant varieties did Mendel select as spurs which were similar except in one character with contrasting traits? Option A 4, option B 2, option C 14, option 4 18. These are the contrasting characters Mendel had chosen. Let's see one by one. Seed shape: round and wrinkled. Seed color: yellow and green. Flower color: purple and white. Pod shape: inflated and constricted. Pod color: yellow and green. Flower position: axial and terminal. Stem height: tall and dwarf. So the answer is option C 14. Match the following columns and select the correct option. Organ of Corti, cochlea, eustachians to stapes. Here we can see the cochlea is the coiled part of the ear. More specifically, the coiled part of the labyrinth. Eustachian's tube connects the middle ear with the pharynx. Here we can see the stapes and it is attached to the oval window. The organ of Corti, which is located in the basilar membrane. So answer is third option. In water hyacinth and water lily, pollination takes place by option A, insects or wind, water currents only, wind and water, insect and water. Here we can see the water hyacinth and water lily, and in these plants pollination occurs by means of insects and wind. So option A is the correct answer. Name the plant growth regulator which upon spraying on sugarcane crop increases the length of the stem, thus increasing the yield of sugarcane crop. Let's recollect one by one the plant growth regulators and its function. Auxins are responsible for cell elongation, but it is not given in the option. Gibberellins helps in cell elongation along with cell division, which can be translated as growth. Cytokinin inhibits senescence as well as promotes cell division. Ethylene promotes senescence, epinasty and fruit ripening. Abscisic acid promotes abscission of leaves and fruits, dormancy induction of buds and seeds. So the answer of the question is the second option, gibberellin. In light reaction, plastoquinone facilitates the transfer of electrons from PS2 to cytochrome B6F complex, cytochrome B6F complex to PS1, PS1 to NADP plus, PS1 to ATP synthase. In the light reaction, here we can see that it is from cytochrome B6F complex to PS1. Which of the following is not an inhibitory substance governing seed dormancy? Gibberellic acid, abscisic acid, phenolic acid, para-ascorbic acid. Among the options, abscisic acid, phenolic acid and para-ascorbic acid are inhibitory substances causing seed dormancy. And the effect of this type of inhibitory substance can be removed by application of gibberellic acid. So the answer is option 1, gibberellic acid. Name the enzyme that facilitates opening of DNA helix during transcription. DNA ligase, DNA helicase, DNA polymerase, RNA polymerase. Let's see the process of transcription. Here we can see that during the initiation phase, the RNA polymerase holoenzyme binds to the promoter region of the transcription unit. The RNA polymerase sigma complex binds to the promoter and initiates the transcription of a specific strand of DNA. This DNA strand unwinds by the action of this complex. So the answer is RNA polymerase. Hope you know the function of DNA ligase. DNA ligase joins single-stranded breaks in double-stranded DNA during DNA replication, repair and recombination processes. Whereas DNA polymerase adds complementary DNA nucleotides to the growing strand in the 5' to 3' direction during DNA replication. And coming to the DNA helicases, they are enzymes that are able to unwind DNA by the use of energy equivalent ATP. Which of the following would help in prevention of diuresis? More water reabsorption due to undersecretion of ADH, reabsorption of Na plus and water from renal tubules due to aldosterone, atrial natriuretic factor causes vasoconstriction, decrease in secretion of renin by JG cells. What is diuresis? Diuresis is a condition in which the kidneys filter too much body fluids. So that increases the production of more urine. The answer is reabsorption of sodium ions and water from renal tubules due to aldosterone. All the other options are incorrect. Let's see one by one. More water reabsorption due to undersecretion of ADH. Actually, there is less water reabsorption takes place due to undersecretion of ADH. ANF factor causes vasoconstriction, but actually ANF factors causes vasodilation. ANF factor or atrial natriuretic factor is a 28 amino acid polypeptide hormone secreted mainly by the atria of heart in response to atrial stretch. In the last option it is given that decrease in the secretion of renin cells by JG cells. What do you mean by JG cells? JG cells are juxtaglomerular cells located in afferent arteriole. It is an apparatus which functions to maintain the blood pressure. It also acts as a quality control mechanism to ensure proper glomerular flow rate as well as efficient sodium reabsorption. And diuresis is prevented by the increase in the secretion of renin by JG cells. So the only correct answer is option 2. In relation to gross primary productivity and net primary productivity of an ecosystem, which one of the following statements is correct? Gross primary productivity is always less than net primary productivity. Second option, gross primary productivity is always more than net primary productivity. Third option, gross primary productivity and net primary productivity are one and the same. Fourth option, there is no relationship between gross primary productivity and net primary productivity. We know that gross primary productivity minus respiration losses is the net primary productivity. So gross primary productivity is always more than net primary productivity. It is because gross primary productivity is the total solar energy trapped in the food material by photosynthesis. So the option second is the correct answer. Gross primary productivity is always more than net primary productivity. Next question. Strobili or cones are found in Salvinia, teres, Mercantia, equiseta. Strobili or cones are found in some pteridophytes like Selaginella and equiseta. It is also seen in gymnosperms. So the answer is equiseta. We shall continue our discussion in the next video. Hope you can follow the topics. Please do like, share and subscribe to our channel. Be a topper and enjoy learning.